Hello everybody, I'm going to be making a KOLM guide for speedrunning so I can walk y'all through how to do the most optimal things in the game. And I'm here with Matthew Baca. Say hello, Matthew.
Hello.
Alright, so just as we begin to start off, there's one strategy that you can do in this game called quit continuing, where you can just quit to the main menu and then continue right back in, and it saves you where you were at the last point in time, or it can take you to like the start of the room.
It puts you at the start of the room. So it's
Yeah.
helpful if you grab a letter and then you can teleport back to the start if you want to leave the room right away.
Yep.
And to set it up, what you want to do is you want to put your mouse to the left of the first line of text,
Right
right
here.
where Joe's putting it right now. A
Yep.
little bit lower.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then
I see.
and you can see it lines up right there. So you can easily hit Q and then click on your mouse and you can click continue really quickly.
Hopefully the recording will show the mouse in the optimal place because it's a little funky when it zooms in. So just when we start here, we're just going to hold right just right before we press start game. Make sure we don't lose any time. So I'm just going to keep going through the room. You're just going to spam because obviously your main keys are up, down, left, right, and Z and X. So you're just going to spam X like right before the thing or time it as close as you can. So here's this
Yeah.
room right here.
I
We're gonna make sure that you don't hit one of those blocks on the way down because that's gonna lose a lot of time. So what you want to do in this room is you want to just go like right, left, right, like really quick like that, and get to the very edge.
Yeah, I don't
So
think we have time to like do every room that scrupulously. That's so weird.
okay,
I don't know. Yeah,
I'm just
obviously,
showing.
okay, yeah. These rooms are obvious here, and spam again, and
Yeah,
then uh,
here's gonna be our
that's
first
obvious.
quit
But here
continue.
is the first quick continue.
Mm-hmm.
So either you hit X and then you quick
Uh-huh.
continue, or as Joe does, you quick continue
And
and
quit
then you hit
continue.
X.
And the time.
Uh,
If you notice over here, the timer is still stopped. So
yeah, so he thinks his way is better, but my way is actually quicker in real time, but his way is quicker in game time. So take your pick.
it all
It's
depends.
all really close
It's all
anyway.
give or take for in-game time and real time. So you go ahead and just do that right there off the menu.
That's a trade-off.
Hold left.
The main runs for the game use in-game time, so you do want to optimize in-game time when you can. Yeah, so the last room, if you jump at the right times, you can just do it straight, holding left, and all. It's all good.
Mm-hmm.
Here, that's pretty obvious. Now, this next
Mm-hmm.
room,
This could be a little
it's
bit
kind of
tricky
difficult
sometimes.
to
Yeah.
fall in that exact square at the base. And if
Mm-hmm.
you can't handle it, it's okay to fall in that Tetris-shaped T
Because
a
you
little bit
could just do
down.
that.
But
But if you need to, you could go
it,
like this and then go down like that.
yeah, your goal is land right
But
there.
optimally, it'd be like this. And so what I do for that
Yes.
right there, um, is when I go out of this right here, I basically just hold right, and then as I'm passing this right here, I hold left. So I hold right, and then I hold left like immediately, and then it takes you there.
Really? Okay, I just fall straight, but okay.
Okay, you do
Uh,
the finesse way.
I mean, it's whatever. It's one room.
So
All
this
right,
room right
this
here,
next room.
you can hold jump
So,
and bonk your head right here to like get onto
but
this next platform, like
yeah, to get
that.
the fastest cycle, you want to jump up and bonk your head to get that one block height,
Oh fudge,
and
I'm
then
lagging.
jump straight up over the bug. And you don't actually hold left until the apex of your jump, otherwise you'll hit the bug.
Yeah, and then you
This is
just
fastest cycle, and it's okay if you don't do that
this
entirely. But if you don't want to do that, then you can just wait a little bit for the bug to go,
screen sharing is
and
bogging
then
my
you want
computer
to,
down. You're supposed to
and then
you're supposed
make
to
sure
land
you
right there
land
and just
far
hold
back
right
left.
to get the key.
So you don't have to hit the bottom. Although
Yeah,
hitting the bottom and then jumping isn't actually that much slower.
yeah.
I
So
swear it's almost the same time.
here's one of the biggest
So
skips
here's
right here that's
an
really hard.
optional skip.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard, yeah.
You're gonna jump on this spike right here,
It's called spike skip.
like that, and if you can tell really
And that
closely, it looks like you're actually standing in the spike, but there's just a little pixel that you can jump on, and you can just kind of
there's
like
a few
chill here,
pixels.
and it's cool because you can actually jump. That's gonna be
This
really
has to
cool.
do because
You
the
can
hurt
skip,
box of the
you
spikes
can
are
skip
actually a
going over
little
here.
thinner than the blocks. It only saves about like 1 or 2 seconds, but
Yeah,
if you're consistent, you should go for it.
yeah. And
This is
here
what
we just want to
the world
jump like
record
over
holder
here,
does.
here, and here. Just don't want to collide with any extra boxes
Yeah.
that we don't have to. So let me just go through here. This part's just going up
Wait,
the
this is any
stairs.
percent, right?
Yeah, this is any. We'll do it. This is an 80% run. Yeah, fast as possible. So instead of going to the right
Uh,
up that way, we're going to skip an entire power
oh
up
yeah,
called duck, and we're
it's
gonna
called duck
do
skip.
Yeah, it's called duck skip.
It cuts
And
like almost. I haven't timed it, but it's like 40 seconds or something crazy out of the game.
yeah, it's nuts. Oh, there it
We should
is.
time it.
If I
Rip.
wasn't screen sharing, it'd
You
be
want to land on the furthest right of the three prongs, but you don't want to land too far right, actually,
yeah.
on the water. I actually,
Oh,
I do die there sometimes.
so what I just did right there too, you wanna fall down here and then you wanna hold left and then press jump. Oh, I missed it. You wanna press jump on this block and then shoot. If you
If you
shoot,
miss that block,
yeah.
all right, go.
If you shoot before it,
If you miss that
it'll
block,
make you miss the jump. So this one
all right.
there's two
So
ways to do this room.
this is duck skip and execution.
Yeah.
So
This is
what
the
you do is you
original one.
either kill yourself on that pellet or on the
Mm-hmm.
bug that's you. You use the invincibility frames because it's like so long
Mm-hmm.
to just like walk right by it.
Mm-hmm. Or you can do this, which is just a smidge faster, which is where you kill yourself on the bug.
On the
Oh yeah,
bug.
there it
You
is.
think it's a smidge fast. Well, yeah, if you don't spaghetti,
Yeah,
it's faster.
if you don't spaghetti, yeah, like that. You can just go right through it. So that's two ways to do it. And we can just go down. Oh, there it is. The screen sharing actually does
Uh,
like make everything like slightly slower. It's weird. So this room is pretty rough.
all right.
But there's
So this is
distance
I
strats.
struggled with this,
Hmm?
but this is you can actually go through the room just holding right perfectly if you're just doing it great.
Oh,
You
I
have to
messed up
press
there. I messed
jump
up there.
at certain intervals. Wow, nice Joe.
Thanks.
Uh,
Some screen
you have to
sharing.
short hop on that small block, and then it's like medium full hops over the other ones. And it's all yeah, they have to be a certain height. Robbie can jump like I think like four different heights or three different heights, and you have to either have the specific one or like two specific ones in order to survive.
Hmm. Now here's
And the yeah,
I'm gonna show one like kind of convenient strat that like if
oh
you
yeah, there's a
miss the
safer
first
strat,
jump, it's like they kind of zone in a little bit
backup strat.
differently and it's a little bit easier. So you can just kind of hold right and then you get stuck like at this block and then I messed it up. Um, you can short hop and then jump over the other one, but it's a little you got to time it like pretty well. Oh, there we go. They already spawned. All right, so here we go. You can go like this.
Yeah,
So
this
we'll
is what
jump right
happens
here
when you
like
don't
that.
edit, guys.
Yeah, it,
Uh,
it's it's lagging a little bit because I'm screen sharing, so you can see what I'm doing. But yeah, anyway, that's how you get past that room. Jump here. First bit of RNG, the floater right there.
The floaters are the only enemies that are RNG, and I don't know why that's the case, but their position and direction are completely random and
So
change over time.
I jump right there
Oh,
and
yeah,
shoot. Go ahead.
we named the what are the enemies?
Floaters.
So those circles are called floaters, and
Hmm.
there's like rockets and buggers
Those
and
are rockets.
uh
These
what
are
are the other
bugs.
ones? I don't know.
All right, so
Those the
now that we have
buggers.
dash, we're gonna be spamming dash any possible way we can. So like right here when I
Oh,
press
at
dash,
every
dash
instance,
here, dash like go up here, dash.
just
This one's
dash
really hard.
everywhere.
If you time this perfect, you can dash and then I can't do it with that. It's pretty rough.
It's very hard, and I can't do it.
It's like you can jump right here and get up there, and you're gonna be jumping the whole time. It's hard
Mm,
to hit. Try it again.
it's only like half a second, Joe.
But yeah, it's like a half second. So here we're gonna dash here, and then instead of just going like this, it's slow. We're just gonna use more dash jumps. So we're gonna dash here, and then we're gonna go like that. We're gonna dash again, dash here, and dash there.
Mhm. And so, if you hit a wall, then your dash gets canceled. So we want to avoid
Oh,
that as much as we can.
my key's stuck. Oh yeah,
Nice.
solid, right? Anyway, so yeah, we just want to do like as much dash optimization as we can. That'd be not
Try to
100%,
not grab the ladder, but
unless you're
whatever.
running 100%. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. And you should probably shoot that guy even if he's not in your way because
Mm-hmm.
he might screw you on the way back. He's
Yeah.
done that to me.
Heck yeah. So if you don't kill
There's
him,
some run
he'll be back here,
that
and
have
I'll just
ended.
show you. If he spawns back, you can get anything, dude. Like you don't want that. Like that's you don't know where he's
Well,
gonna
you
be.
got lucky right
Yeah,
there, but
that's
yeah.
like the luckiest you could possibly get for RNG right there, dude. So this one's interesting
So
right here. There's two strats. One's a lot riskier than the other. I'll try to show the risky one first.
wait, what's
Which
the
is
risky one? Is that the one I do?
this one, like that.
Whoa,
So
that
that's the
was
risky
nice.
one because when you're coming over, these bugs right here, whatever cycle that they're on, can be scary. You might accidentally run into one. And then, oh yeah, look at that RNG right there. Oh yeah, that's what we like.
Because you can't
Absolutely.
duck because you don't have
We
duck.
can't duck
Oh,
because we
wow.
don't have duck. So yeah, that's one of the drawbacks. So the normal way to do this room would be like this, and then to go like sprint jump, and then the cycle would be like
If
perfect.
your cycle is right, you won't hit the
Yeah,
bugs.
you'll just go like this. You'll just jump, and then the
The bugs will
cycle's
be
like
on the
right
other
there.
side, yeah.
No problem. And then you shoot this
And then
guy,
you can
try
dash.
to dash. Like I almost hit that dash perfect. You want to be able to like dash and like hit jump and not hit any part of the ceiling. It's just really tight. And then you want to
It's
dash
very
down
tight.
here, maneuver left to right.
Mm.
My computer won't freak out. All right, there you go. And you can quick continue here or not quick continue. It's
Yeah,
like
it's
a
not
half
worth it.
second. It's like
It's
nothing.
it's like quarter second right there, yeah.
Yep. And you want to just keep dash jumping back up as much as possible.
For those interested, I think it's either 5 or 6 room changes
Boy,
for enemies to
I hate
respawn.
this.
It's one of those
Yep.
numbers. So,
So respawn back, see?
yeah, so that guy won't spawn back if you shoot him on the way there because that's
Mhm.
on like 4 room changes.
So this is just all like super optimal movement. Just want to like, that's not optimal. Just keep dash jumping everywhere. Now this block's interesting right here. So if you move over to the left
Oh,
side of this
yeah.
block and sprint, you'll kind of fall down like that and clip some of the sides. If you go to like the front part of the block, like right here and press jump and dash, you won't collide with anything,
Yeah.
just a little bit faster. Now this is really difficult
Yes.
right here, but it can save like a second or second and a half. And what happens
Save,
is
yeah. This
you
is
gotta
what I
be able
found.
to, if you do it really hard, the clutch way. So you can dash
It's
like
it's very
this.
tight.
I messed it up.
So what you're gonna do is you're actually gonna dash and land to the left of the bug, just like what he did,
Yeah,
except don't
except not
die.
die on the
And
bug.
then you dash jump over the bug to
Yep.
the far right.
But what you can do is you can do the safe strat way, which is just like this, where you just kind of walk in and just kind of.
If you
Never
walk
mind.
and then you hold right as you fall, you'll never hit the bug.
Yeah.
But if you gotta hold right as soon as you fall,
Mm-hmm. So you just
and
like
that's what
sprint,
actually we all did
and then
until
you'd
we.
like short hop over them like that, basically. Oh,
Mm,
not paying attention. You just short hop over them
wow.
like that, and that'd be like the fastest way to get around them. And then here's a little more technical part of the run that's pretty interesting.
Okay. This is called warps. It's amazing.
Yeah. So basically, now that we have sliding duck, we can move in between these like platforms. I mean, like these little small like pathways. And so what you can do is like instead of just going in like this, if you time it just right, which I'll show right here, if I just spam it, I'll just go to the
Like
next thing
that.
just like that. And it's you don't want to do this all the way down. That's so slow. When you can literally just like hold like spam down and just do that like the whole time. Just go through every single door super quick. You don't want to do it on the last one though.
And you don't want to do it in the last one.
Yeah. So you just want to go like
Uh,
this. Oops.
Basically, how this when you're ducking and you release on like I think it's a specific frame. I actually swear.
Yeah.
You stand up and then you clip into the block that you're like ducking under. And doing so, the game kind of freaks out and it shoots you. It pushes you down a block and then it shoots you off to the right to the next available space so you can stand.
Mm-hmm.
And that's like how you move over one. And if you do it in the last one, then you like there's no available place to stand, so you just get clipped way off screen and you fall and die like that. Yeah, you saw Robbie to the right of the screen.
Yep. You could see him
Got pushed
falling
out of
down.
it.
The only thing that you could do, I'm not sure if you can do it with only a single jump, but it is possible to actually go out of bounds, and then jump back in bounds. I'll try to show it later in the run when I have a triple jump. And that's pretty tough to do because there's like, as soon as you clip out of bounds, there's a little bit of lag, and you have to like time it perfectly to like get the right jumps. And then you have to shoot through the opposite side of the door. It would only be useful in running 100% though, I think. That's it. So
Wait, is that actually speedrun viable? I thought it was like way too inconsistent for anything.
I practiced it and I got
I
pretty
don't
good
know.
at it. I've done it probably like 20 times or something. It takes a lot of practice, but it's definitely speedrun viable. You just gotta nail it. Okay, so this room's interesting. There's four little yellow, I guess, kind of door things. You normally need the other key
Yeah,
to break these, which is the third key with the yellow ones, because purple is the second one.
yeah.
So you can basically just shoot these things right here and just damage the boss without even going near the boss, which is really cool. So you can just jump
It's
up, shoot a random side, whatever. But if you go down here, then he'll run around, he'll like shoot at you and stuff. Like he has like the same kind of things you do. But the fastest way to do that room right there is to just run in, shoot this top one right here, and then go down to the left
top
side,
right,
shoot that one, and then actually
bottom
get him to
left.
run over and then get the key like that.
Whoa.
Or you could do Matthew's way, which is where when you run down, oh shoot, I forgot. He's not gonna spawn back. You go when you shoot this one like that, and then you come over to this one, and then you can just spam this one and wait for him to die.
It's
Because
just a little safer,
that's the most
but it's a
consistent
little
way.
slower.
Because when you go down here, you'll know whether he's gonna jump, whether he's gonna go left, or he's gonna go right. If he's just gonna, you could go like right here, and he could still just be like sitting down, just like right here, just like chilling, just like that. He won't even move.
Yeah.
He'll just take the shots. So you
He
don't
seems to
know.
just be RNG.
It's all RNG. So if you want to do like the
Okay.
fastest possible way, you'd shoot it, get him to hit a second time there, and then pray he runs towards you as you shoot him the last time. Grab the item, double jump over, and then dash jump into here.
All right. And to explain like more about the boss, I don't actually know why the boss takes damage from you shooting the yellow door. It just happens. But when the boss takes damage, it's invincible for like 2 or 3 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And in doing that, during that time, nothing you do can like damage it, but it can still damage you. So that's why we run over from like the top right to the bottom left, because after we shot it once, we can get closer to the boss because we still have like downtime. We can't really do anything. We just have to wait it out. So we can switch doors. And so it's just like straight up spamming isn't necessarily, it's not gonna be faster than doing really precise timing, but maybe you can't do precise timing, so we just spam for my method.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah.
So basically what I
No.
just did right
You
there.
warp out of it?
Yeah, I warped out of
All
bounds.
right.
And
Oh,
that one,
you did it again.
I hit the timing wrong. It's random how much it lags. But as you can see, I can jump out
It
of
lags.
bounds and kind of jump like
Yeah.
around the walls. So I'll show you that later when it's actually useful. So here we can either double jump and then go like that up to the thing, or we can do this where we double jump and then we hold it and we can go a little bit further up. So the more you hold jump, the further you'll fly. Another thing you can actually do that's more useful 100% is after you get this letter, you can jump here, and then you can hold down your first jump. You'll go all the way up, and then your double jump will be saved, and you can use that to jump in midair.
Water jets are really finicky. Those are the streams that we call them. Like if you hold jump, you like go up them faster. But if you like start at the base, you also go up faster. So they can actually be very unpredictable because there's like so many factors that determine your height. Like how close you are to the water jet determines your height too. So you just gotta get like a good feel for them to try to expect where you'd be. Wow,
Man,
nice.
if only we could break that door. We could beat the game in 2 seconds. All right. Anyway, so this room's pretty interesting. What we're gonna do is we're gonna dash, and we're gonna jump to this block over here. We're gonna double jump to here and pray that this guy doesn't hit us. We gotta go pretty quick, and then we're gonna have to do an extended first and second jump to get to here. So it's gonna be pretty.
Wait, no.
What do you mean?
Wait, put your mouse on the screen again, because I'm pretty sure that we don't actually go next to the floater. We go to the block.
Oh, we go right here.
There.
We go right here.
Yeah.
You can jump there, but that's That's a super tight timing. That's possible.
I think it's not something.
No, it's possible.
Just
it's really hard. It'll make.
You go to the.
We can just go
the
like
block
this
that's
and then
in that divot.
that.
And so
Like
what you do from there to there, and what you can also do, again up to the next point, they're 9-block double jumps. So you count them; they're 9 blocks high.
It's hard.
And you have to have good timing, and it can be consistent once you know what you're doing. But if you get anxious, your timing is just gonna be a bit off.
Yeah, do that, and it sucks.
And you might just like mess up.
If you try to go too quick, you'll do this. Wait, you'll do that. Wait, I'm on the wrong way. You'll do this, and you won't make it.
You just won't make it, yeah.
Because you're trying to speed it up, and you'll just barely miss the edge. You have to be like, you have to hit that first jump at the max height to get the second one, or you'll also just do
and you have to hold the jump button. Holding the jump button makes you jump higher.
Yeah, to be able to do that. So I actually go for this. I do this instead, where I just jump here, and then I can do an anxious double jump, and I can get away with it. But it is like very, very, very small difference of time, where this is faster because you're not having to do 3 jumps instead of 2. So that's a major time difference right there. Another thing is like canceling like the jump.
Try to route out.
Like that.
We try to avoid 9-block double jumps. Yeah. Unless we really need them. And like that's one of the spots where you actually do need it, just because otherwise you have to wait for the floater to die, and that was like 3 seconds.
Yeah. Now here's
another spot where you use a 9-block double jump.
This is the biggest room
here's the terrible
killer ever. It just
The run
sucks.
killer.
There's so much RNG in this room. Every single one of these floaters.
Everything's RNG, and the water jets like are just terrible.
Yeah, and they're just wonky.
And it's the ladder that's just awful.
Yeah, the letter's like chilling just right here on like the left side at the middle. So like in order to get the letter too, if you're trying to run 100%, you'd have to like jump and get the side of it without hitting a floater. So let's just reset the room real quick. Come back in. So let's see if I can make this. We can either double jump. Oh, look at that. Yeah, we can either double jump, hold it.
Oh, right into him. That was bad. There's no room.
So every time
so you want to wait a little bit just to eyeball the room so you can try to see if you can make it all the way up. Because if you die, it's a lot of time lost.
Yeah, it's like 3-4 seconds. It's just a bad room. Now this is pretty rough. You can either dash jump like this and make that. I'm surprised you did that.
Oh, I didn't.
That's pretty hard. That's pretty optimal. Like that's like super optimal, but it's so hard to do. So I'd recommend if you're starting, you can go down and then just dash jump like that. That's
a little easier.
That's like a quarter second slower, but it's way easier. So this is the only room that the out of bounds could be useful for, and it's because you don't want to go like this and then dash jump all the way back over to the other side. So what you could do, if you're running 100%, you need to get back over there. You could go like this. I mistimed it by a lot. Daggone it.
Wait, I never even thought about that.
See, you also need. It's a lot easier when you have.
Wait, no, you'd have triple jump. You'd have triple jumping when you're coming back down.
Yeah, you'd have triple jump when you're coming back down. For 100%.
Usually, when you're doing like total 100%, collecting every letter, when you actually go back to the green area before you actually leave the room.
Sorry.
Something on the show, but you'd go to like the bottom left door and follow that area instead of going to the bottom right door. But no, what I wanted to show is that if you're on the ground right there, that before where you were before. But yeah, right there. No, I don't want you to warp. I just want you to stand.
Okay, going back down. Yeah.
Okay, is that you can go to the platform above you without touching the staircase in just 2 double jumps. So you can just jump, double jump, and land right on the staircase. Except, yes, Joe screwed up, and the bug wouldn't be there if your cycle's right.
Yeah, the bug won't. You'd beat the bug by a lot. You'd come down, and you'd go like, oh fudge, I bumped. Like that, and you can go like that, double jump, and just be
double jump,
3 double jumps all the way up. So this is another time where you want to definitely extend your jump, because if you don't, it's very bad.
If you miss this jump and you fall in the water, you just quit continue because it's just like they don't even try to come back.
If you fall down here, do you not you don't have hydrated? You got to go all the way to the right. You have to go over here. I don't even think. Can you make that? Yeah, you can make that barely.
You can.
With
you can, but sometimes bugs get in your way.
That's so hard. But yeah, you just don't want to miss this jump. You just want to jump up here.
Get the most.
So the cycle's off.
Double jump up there.
But the bug won't be there. They'll just be able to jump like that.
The cycles kind of work really well in this game most of the time. But the bugs just end up not being in your way. Now, there's like 2 exceptions I can think of.
For any percent, you would just dash and do all the doors like that.
Dash.
That's pretty simple. Like once you get used to it. So, but for 100%, you can go pretty quick in this room as well.
We're doing both routes. Okay.
You can just go up here and just warp like that. It's pretty easy.
Yeah. You can actually double. No, you can't double warp. Never mind.
This is tricky if you're trying to go super fast back to this room. You can just like no lag, like land on this block and then go back up, but it's really hard.
Lag cancel.
Yeah, I've put in some melee terms, right? All right. Now this is the tightest thing ever, but
it's not.
It's no. This right here, if you're trying to do that, you can sprint and not hit the side of this thing. It's hard for me to do, but like you have to like time it perfect. You saw it a second ago, but it's rough.
Oh, you just sprint? Oh, I just land and then.
Yeah, you can sprint and not have to do that. You can just double jump over. It's really rough though.
I'll save those frames.
Instead of going over here to the right, what we can do in this
which is slow.
Double jump.
You can do, which I've discovered. Double jump, and then it's 9 blocks. So it's another one of those little difficult, but it's worth it. One of those jumps.
Yeah, it's just like if you practice it, like it's no problem. But like if you're like really like you're like getting a great time in the run, you're starting to get a little bit nervous or whatever. It's really easy to miss one of those jumps. So you just gotta concentrate. Just say, hold down, jump as long as possible before the double jump.
Yeah.
And it's just
because it's all timing, and like when you're nervous, like you speed up.
Yeah.
Like on an accident. So you gotta slow down when you're anxious. I found.
So here we
So
can
yeah,
just
just come back the way you came.
dash. Oh, I messed that up. Okay, so you can dash and then
Okay, so
hold
this
right at the right time to go like this.
you want to land right in that block, yeah.
And then you can.
And yeah, okay.
Thanks for sticking. Thanks for sticking, Key. Yeah, so you can just dash down here and then right and then left. Because if you get to that spot
Okay,
and you hold straight left, you'll go up top like right here, and you don't want to do that. So you want to do
you'll
like
do
right
that.
then
You don't want
left,
that.
last second,
Yeah. So what you want to do is want to
just like a
you
quick
cancel your
little
dash
right
last second.
left, right
Actually,
left.
but what you can do is that if you're on that block, but you're like just on the left edge and you dash, you can
Mm-hmm.
actually not hit that area. You can just dash all the way.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like really tight, so I don't do it, but you can
Yeah,
try. Okay,
not
so
really
now going to
viable.
red.
All right, so this room can
So
be that room can really suck depending on what kind of RNG you get where these guys are going
well, the
because
first guy doesn't matter too much because you have to wait for the first cycle on
mm-hmm.
the. Do you see that one rocket that's shooting through the hole?
Yep.
You have to wait for that first cycle anyway.
Mm-hmm.
But the second guy can screw you up.
Yeah.
Actually, the
Just want
first can
to
screw
duck
you up.
right over here.
So you have to we do duck there, and then the second that he shoots,
Okay, that was
you
weird.
go down,
I
and
don't know how I
it's
died
actually
there.
pretty tight. Even for casual play,
Really
uh,
confused.
it's kind of hard to do.
Oh,
Oof.
it's gonna be tight.
Ooh, you didn't make it.
Okay, so we
No.
get we get to right here.
Whoa.
We get to right
All
here,
right.
and then we do a dash and then jump here. But this
Then we do
guy
double
right
jump.
here can be crazy, and he can actually get stuck in the door, and you might actually have to like triple shoot over here to get him out if he comes over here. And he can get in the way when you're trying to dash jump over here. So it's just you literally if he gets hit by the shot, that's basically the most optimal. That's just completely luck though, so that sucks. Here we can just
This
dash
room
and
is
then jump,
hard.
time the jump right, get through the door. Now
All right,
this
this
room,
room. Okay. This
super
strat has
debatable and
changed many
interesting what you
times.
can do in this room. These two
Yeah.
rockets
Okay.
here, the only way that these guys will go away is if they kill themselves on the wall or anything. If when we come back to this room, everything else will be here spawned. If nothing dies. So this is the fastest way to do it is this, and then go through the door.
Ooh, that
But
was
see,
super fast.
that's
That
the
was
fastest
perfect.
way. But the problem is we're gonna need to come back through that door later. So when we
You,
do
yeah,
come
if
back,
you go in, you see the
you
rockets are
can
still
notice that
there.
everyone here is still alive. If those rockets over there are still alive, we have to jump up here and like pray that like
Dodge
they
them.
hit the ground. Sorry, I'll make everybody respawn back in there again. So
But okay.
I'll show the one way that'll work is like this. So like we basically wait for them to hit the ground like that. Oh my god, I just hit a bug. And we jump over that bug and then go back like that to the next room. And then we continue the run. But
Mm.
here's a super consistent way that can help you like on the way back. So if everyone's here spawned, so we don't want that. Oh poop, I died. Dadgummit.
Nice death.
All right. So when we come back, I'm gonna get the bugs to respawn because we gotta make it realistic. So when we go through it, we wanna honestly like try to kill the floater if we can, but if not, we let the rockets die on the wall. We
Kill the
jump down
floater.
here.
Wow.
Oh, my key's stuck.
Oh yeah.
Come down here.
Yeah, I actually
So
don't know exactly what it was.
here's another intentional death we want. Because to do this room legit
Yes.
would take
This
way
is the
too long.
weirdest. This is the weirdest intentional death ever because you're literally killing yourself so that the enemies commit suicide.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's the reason you kill yourself. For any other game, I've never ever had to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I come back,
So the
and you
thing,
can actually beat the first cycle of those rockets, but it's super hard.
so
Oh,
this
those
is
are shooters.
consistent.
That's the
Yeah,
fifth
this
enemy.
is the consistent way. Where you just want to time your double jumps just right. I'll just edge cancel that.
Yeah,
Alright, so now we're back here
nice.
again. So the rockets would normally be dead. Let's just say they're already dead. So I'll just
Yeah.
go back into the room like it'd be normal. So the rockets are dead if you do the consistent way. Jump over him. You can do this
Watch out for
jump
the
right
floater
here.
because
That's
it's
gonna be
RNG.
rough. It's
And
super
then
tight.
yeah, that.
Dash, jump,
All
short
right.
hop.
So yeah,
Dash,
if you
jump.
short hop, you'll hit the square and you can dash right off.
Mm-hmm.
And 100% is interesting, but whatever. All right. So yeah, this room's pretty simple, but you can just
Pretty
trip up and
straightforward,
stuff.
just some movement. Just gotta get
That's
used to it.
obvious.
This room can
This room
really
sucks.
sucks. Yeah, because those three
This room sucks.
floaters can just like block you. And if they block you with like right here, like that's a good cycle.
Ooh,
I got
nice.
that. But it's still tight. It's a
Yeah.
super tight timing. But they can go like this and change any kind of direction. Here, I'll just try to see if I can hit it. Yeah, like that sucks. That right there, that sucks. That you just get so many when
Yeah.
that happens to you in a run. you just want to fall straight down.
So what I would recommend
double jump.
is to don't go into it blind, but actually get close and see like if you can do the dash thing and like
Oh my God.
cut back. And if you can't, then actually just get close, make the rockets fall, and then just fall down because you just don't want to die. Actually, no, dying's not too bad because to reset is
It
pretty
doesn't
quick.
lose that many seconds.
It doesn't lose that many seconds.
Welcome to the worst RNG room in the run besides
Every other RNG
every
room
other
in the
RNG
run.
room in the run. This one just kills you when you die because it's so sad because like at the end. All right. So
All right, so
just want to
3
dash up,
bosses in a row.
keep your double jump right there. So this is he just runs around like that, right? So he can actually shoot you through the floor too. Forgot to mention that. So what we want to do is we want to manipulate the bosses as much as possible. So we can kind of go like this and kind of hope he jumps up onto one of the platforms and falls back down. If he gets stuck in either one of these little rivet things, make sure that he stays down there. Do not jump, because if you jump,
do not jump. If he will jump when you jump, and he will always try to walk towards you. That's his basic behavior, and he tries to shoot in the direction you're at.
If you see this right here, you also don't want to get too close to him because the shot does do splash damage. So I'm just going to show, like, if I'm this close, I can die. Like that.
I see.
It didn't even touch me, but you can still die off of it, so that really sucks.
Yeah, so, he's got splash damage.
He'll jump. Get in the room,
he jumps like that.
and then you'll get the triple jump. So there's 2 things you can do. You can go for the super OG, super risky stretch where you get the triple jump, you just go straight out and pray that this guy jumps to a certain side, which he went to.
You're gonna die. You'll die most of the time.
And he'll jump. If you jump, he jumps. Yeah. See, like I almost had it, but not really. That's a super risky strats if you just try and finesse it.
Yeah.
Or
if the enemy is too far,
you go in this little gap, and he wakes up, and then you kind of run him over this way because he tries to follow you. You get him to try to sit back down, and then look, he's just chilling over there. And now he can't do anything. You literally just fall down. Make sure you don't jump. Just fall straight down. And look, I'm just chilling here on the edge. He's chilling. He
doesn't wake up because you're too far away.
He's too far away.
The enemy will only shoot at you if they're within like 12 blocks of you or something. But if they're far enough away, you can just like snipe from a distance.
So you can literally. Oh wow! Whoa! You see that? Look, he's not getting me. I'm too far away, but he's like.
He's too far away.
You see him shaking just barely over there. Anyway, so you can just literally just stay here. And just
so remember the yellow door strategy? We're doing the same thing. It's actually damaging both bosses because they're both within proximity. So when we do this enough, you'll notice that both bosses died, which is the optimal thing.
Yeah.
But however, that yellow key that Joe just collected unlocks the yellow door. You don't want to grab that before you haven't killed the third boss, because if you do, now you can't kill the third boss with the yellow door, because now you can't shoot the yellow door because now it opens it up for you. So you have to kill the third boss. So make sure you kill both the bosses before you collect the key.
You want to try to like time your shot, so when you think the third shot's gonna kill him, then you sprint and jump over and grab it. That's the fastest way. And this is just invincibility. So like RNG.
Now the biggest skip in the game, right here. You can quick continue and skip all that rooms in the bottom of the map.
You're supposed to go in through that door and go in through the whole bottom part of the whole map. So me and Matthew were like, man, if only we didn't have to go through the whole bottom part of the map. It's as simple as just putting Q and continue. And look, you're right back here to the start.
That's the invincibility skip.
So that's the
honestly, it probably saves like a minute.
Yeah, it saves.
Or 40 seconds.
It's the biggest time save of the whole.
Saves it a lot of time.
So this is basically the easiest part of the whole.
More than duck skip.
You don't have to worry about RNG. Just gotta make sure you're not nervous running on the way back. Just want to basically just try to make your movement as clean as possible. Try to edge cancel, double jump, everything. Shoot doors ahead of time. Yada yada yada. Just kind of jump.
And you might wonder, do you have to get invincibility? The answer is no. However, we recommend it because it only takes like another 3 or 2 seconds to grab it.
Yeah, it only takes.
But it makes coming back so much easier. Like so much easier.
Like, yeah, super easy. So what we could have done in the boss room is just kill the second boss, get the key, and actually just head back. To like literally, oh my gosh, I cannot dash at all.
Because that's the goal of the game. The goal of the game is to get a yellow key.
Is to get the yellow key so you can.
Honestly, everything else doesn't matter.
Yeah. So if we could literally just get the yellow key and just like somehow just get the yellow key at the very start of the game, the whole run would be super short.
Yeah.
So I messed that
up. What you do is
you basically
you walk down one block
and then you dash and then
dash.
Did you just see that? That was
weird. Double jump and then you can warp up there.
Yeah. So you just want to double jump and then jump up here, and you can warp, and then you can like.
And you
as
come out
you're
of warp
warping,
dashing
yeah, you just come
for
out
some reason.
automatically dashing
I don't know why.
because
That doesn't make
you're already
sense, but
holding
you come
right,
out of warp
and it
dashing.
just pushes you. All right.
Alright.
So honestly, you can just jump
Yeah.
like in between it. If I can hit this jump, jeez, there you go. Right.
That's hard.
That's a tough jump.
Nice.
So there you can just
So the top
instead
right.
of like panic jumping like that, just spam jump. It's basically almost optimal. The most optimal would literally just
When
be
you have double
jumps,
jump,
but you might want to just
yeah.
panic jump because it's close to the end of the run. You don't want to mess it up. Just same thing here. Just jump here, jump there, spam.
When you have double jump and triple jump and you're climbing, you want to minimize your like air time. So make sure you hit the ground like as quick as you can.
Yeah, you want to like edge cancel like that.
Like
Like
as he's doing,
that was
don't jump
sick.
too high.
Like that's
Yeah,
perfect.
edge canceling means that you lose all vertical
Yeah.
momentum and you instantly land.
So
and
this
it
is like
saves a few
that's edge
frames.
canceling. This is not edge canceling. Like that. Like that's
Yeah.
even though it doesn't look like much, if you keep doing that throughout the whole run, it'll put some seconds off your run. So here we just do like a triple jump like that, and then we do like a quick double, quick double, quick double, and that's
Or,
like that's
I mean, I
like
do a different strat,
consistent,
but
and it's really hard to mess up. Or you could do like you could do this one right here, which is like nuts.
as long as
I
you're
should mess
minimizing
that up.
airtime,
Yeah.
whatever works.
As long as you like edge cancel everything. Oh my gosh, yeah. So this is like
Can't edge cancel everything.
yeah. Every time you go for something more risky, like you're gonna save time, but obviously it's more risk. So you can actually instead of
Something
going
about
like
to
this,
mention.
you can actually clear to this one right here if you
Yeah, that's a
don't panic
13
jump.
block triple jump,
Yeah,
and they're not as hard as 9 block double jumps, but they're still
they're up
you can
there.
still mess them up if you're they'll panic you.
Yep. And then you just dash, and then that's your run.
And that's your run. Something about to mention. When you unlock double jump, that means that you can jump and do one aerial jump.
Mhm.
However, if you fall off a block, you can actually do 2 aerial jumps consecutively.
Yep.
So it's kind of like a triple jump.
Mhm.
Yeah, so a double jump can mean 2 aerial jumps if you just fall off.
Yeah. So
Same
like,
as triple.
oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
If you actually beat the game and press continue, then you can warp here for some reason. I don't know why. Because literally what you're supposed to do in this game.
Yeah, it's because you didn't do the main objective. So the game's really upset at you. You're supposed to collect that orb, but you don't have to, so we don't.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, this is how you're actually supposed to beat the game originally. You're actually supposed to just shoot these and then get this, and it's supposed to cause like a meltdown. You're supposed to
In 3 minutes.
You're supposed to escape in 3
Which
minutes.
is funny because it only takes you like a minute and a half, really.
Yeah, it's pretty quick. Yeah, this is how you're supposed to beat the game, but like you don't really have to because you still get to the end.
We're speedrunners. We don't do it the intended way. We do it the fast way.
Oh, got that triple. So if you're doing 100%, you can warp.
You
here
do
as
these
well.
rooms. Yeah, you can leave the letters, yeah.
Yeah, and then you just dash down here, do that.
And
Yep. That's a tough
so
triple
yeah,
jump
that
right
was
there as well.
KOLM.
Yep.
33 minutes in the making.
33 minutes in the making. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So hope you all learned from that, guy. If you have any questions or comments, comment down below. And if you give this video a like and subscribe, that would help me out a ton. Also, go visit Matthew's channel.
Oh god.
This is Storm
Hey,
and Mario
yeah.
Fan 366. So hope you have a good one.
Later.